Right guys, welcome back. In this lesson we're going to be covering Italy's favourite cocktail. It's the Negroni. Alright, so the Negroni is a super simple cocktail, great for making at home because it takes 3 ingredients, all equal parts. You don't need to have any kind of advanced knowledge or bartender history or bartender experience to be able to make this. It's the perfect at-home cocktail. Let's jump right into the Negroni recipe. What we need, 3 ingredients. The first one, you need some kind of bitter liqueur, Campari being the most popular. You can't make a Negroni without Campari, so you're going to need your Campari. Second ingredient, you're going to need some sweet vermouth. Today I got this discarded sweet vermouth. This is a sustainable product made by the byproduct of coffee beans. So I'm going to be using the discarded. Any other sweet vermouth you want will work perfect in this. Martina, Ginzano, Antica Formula, all popular choices, but I'm going to be using the discarded for this. And then you're going to need your gin. Traditionally, and in a classic recipe, you're going to want that kind of juniper forward, dry gin profile. Something in the style of a London Dry works perfect, great in a traditional Negroni. However, the flavour of the gin comes through a lot, so whatever gin you like, whatever your favourite is, who's to tell you it's not right? Pick up whatever gin you want, whether that's a slow gin, Old Tom, London Dry, or a pink gin. Whatever gin would do the job. Today I'm using a local gin. I'm using Manchester gin. The Manchester gin Wild Spirit works perfect in a Negroni, so let's get into this. First thing you're going to want to do is get something to mix the Negroni in. I've got a mixing jar. If you don't have one of these, you can use a jug, a jar, large glass, or you can just stir it right in the glass. Works perfectly. What we're going to do is we're going to pour, like I said, this recipe is all equal parts. So you've got to do 25 millilitres of the Campari, the sweet vermouth and the gin. So we're going to go in first, don't matter which one you use, with 25 millilitres of the Campari. Now, I'm using a jigger here to measure, but because it's all equal parts, you can use whatever you have that's going to give you that consistent measurement. One thing that works great for Negronis is that the shot glass, just equal shot glass, equal shots of all 3 ingredients works perfectly. Next up, we're going to have the sweet vermouth. So grab yourself your sweet vermouth and pour in, you guessed it, 25 millilitres. That's that done. And lastly, one of the most important ingredients, it's the gin. And we're going to go in with 25 millilitres of your chosen gin. There we go, that's pretty much it. Equal parts Campari, sweet vermouth and gin for a classic Negroni. That's all you're going to need. Now we're just going to add some ice into this and we're going to stir it down, dilute it. So there we go, we've got our mixing glass filled with ice. If you're doing this right in the glass, you just want to fill your glass as much as possible with ice. Get yourself your spoon and we're going to give that a stir. Now the beauty of doing this inside the glass you're going to use is you're going to know exactly when's the right point to stop stirring, when the glass is full. If you're doing it in a mixing jar like this, what you're looking out for is you want about 25% dilution, so keep an eye on the level it's at before you start stirring. So as you stir, you can just eye when it's going to be at the right level. Now we've just got to put that to one side, grab ourselves a glass. You want to get yourself a chilled rocks glass. I like to keep mine in the freezer, make sure they're extra cold. I'll suggest doing the same thing. It makes for the perfect Negroni when that glass is just ice cold. Then we're just going to fill this up with ice. If you've got cubed ice, once again, fill it right to the top. If you're already mixing it in the glass, you obviously don't need to do this. Because I've already diluted that as much as I want, I'm going to use a larger ice cube to stop it diluting. So I've got myself 1 block of ice there, I'm going to put that in, like so. Grab yourself some kind of strainer. I've got the Hawthorne strainer. and then you will pour that over that block of ice. Like so. Traditionally, you want to garnish your Negroni with an orange. This comes back from the Americano, and to differ it from the lemon wedge. If you want to read more about that, check out the guide that I've already done. Today I'm not going to do an orange wedge, instead I'm going to do an orange peel. Like so. Now all this white bit on the back of the peel, that's the pith. That's going to impart a lot of bitter flavour. We've already got our Campari in there, we've already got our bitter, we don't want it any more bitter than it already is. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut that off. Like that, throw that away. Neaten our peel a little bit. Just like so. Makes it more aesthetically pleasing. Get rid of that. You don't want to express it too much, you just want to give it a twist. And then just lie that in the drink like so, and there you have it. There is your Negroni. Let's have a taste of that. Beautiful, you can't go wrong. Negronis, you either love them or hate them. Personally, I love them. Italy's favourite cocktail. Super simple, super easy to make at home. The perfect drink for a summer's day, the perfect drink for a winter's day. You just can't go wrong. And there you have it. That is your classic Negroni recipe.